Starting 3, 2, 1. Greetings, Air Acolytes and Hotmen. We are back here with Breaking Wind, a last Airbender podcast. I am your host, Jason Roy Gaston, and the man to my side, the one, the only, thank goodness, VHS Jace. Good afternoon, evening, or night to you. I'm not sure what it is down there in that hellhole of a country you live in.
G'day, and none of your business.
So today, we are going to be examining the episode, The Cave of Two Lovers. And I'm going to say right now, I had said it right before we hit record, that this episode actually made me dislike the live action series even more because I forgot what a great episode this was and how badly the live action series completely bungled it.
It was very evident, Jason. It was very evident. And they leave out, I think, very important character moments.
They do.
Like big moments, I think, that help us inform the characters moving forward. They just went for the low-hanging fruit, didn't they?
They did. Well, this episode went for low-hanging fruit, too, but it did it in a much more entertaining way.
Yeah.
So, we begin... there's a little bit of awkwardness here. I don't know if you can pick up on it, but Aang is skin to skin contact, blushing. He's obviously got feelings for Katara here, and those feelings are kind of put to the sideline whenever these gentlemen show up, gentleman and lady, these traveling hippies who are obviously sampling some, let's just say, medicinal teas of their own.
Yeah.
As they come through, but they are traveling minstrels, and they are on their way to the Cave of Two Lovers. And the
they're wonderful.
Yeah, the gang decide, hey, we would love to join you through this journey of the Cave of Two Lovers, but it's just not going to work because Appa doesn't like to go underground. Let's go above ground where Appa's going to be more comfortable.
Great cutaway moment, wasn't it?
It was such a great gag, and then of course they're like, "Hey, okay, fine, we'll go through the Cave of Two Lovers." I was on fire today selecting these images. Let me just say
that it's a great gag. It really is a great gag. Which
gags continue. They continue. This episode is hilarious because Uncle Iroh and Zuko recently divorced of the Fire Nation and on their own. I think that Uncle Iroh's been sampling some of that medicinal tea as well because he sees a flower and he's like, this is either going to be the most delicious tea ever or it's a deadly poison.
Yeah.
But is he stupid enough to risk it?
Well, yes, I would question Uncle Iroh's decision making in this episode.
he is dumb enough to try it, and he does, and yeah, he needs a doctor now. He needs some milk, as some of my students say.
He needs some milk.
The gang make their way to the opening of the Cave of Two Lovers, only to have the Fire Nation show up behind them and start firing at the cave and cause a cave-in. So now they can't go back.
Yep. They have no choice but to go through to the secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! Copyright strike. Appa is scared by some wolf bats, which it's always fun to see Avatar's version of weird animals. The wolf bats spook Appa, and it causes a cave-in. Aang saves Katara at the last minute, and he and Katara are separated from Sokka and the dirty hippies. Which is fine. That's fine because, of course, you get a perfect pairing of Sokka and the hippies, and Sokka's just having a wonderful time with these people.
That is every time they cut back to him in this episode, and he is just at his wit's end with these people. It's always funny. I'm always laughing when I see it.
I love seeing Sokka annoyed by people, especially especially since Sokka has gone from being the dumbest person in the group to being the smartest. I just love it. But Aang and Katara, they find a tomb. Again, beautiful lighting in this scene. The tomb is for the two lovers who are Oma and Shu. They were two lovers. They used earthbenders. They created the cave so they could meet each other in secret and do other things in secret, I imagine, but this is a kid's show. And yeah, it's a tragic story because one of them died and the other one was left alone, and so together they became Omashu, the city that they're trying to get to.
Now, to make the unfair comparison to the live action adaptation, I don't know if it's unfair or not, but I'm going to say it. This is where I felt the live action version was very anecdotal with this story, where this is the core element to this story is about the Cave of Two Lovers and getting to understand where they come and how that reflects on our characters. We don't. We did in the live action. We just stick to the secret tunnel gag, and it's just rudimentary. There's a lot of emotion in this version.
It's unforgivable that they basically turned the Cave of Two Lovers into a side plot. Yeah. That's all they did. And the side plot means nothing. Why did they feel like they had to do the Cave of Two Lovers in the first season anyway? Do it in the second season if you ain't got time. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But wonderfully told here. Wonderfully told. Like
it is. It is.
Look, I don't know if I've just built inherent bias at this point, but I really enjoyed an episode about romance, and I'm not a big romance fan in storylines.
I think the romance here was handled very well because it was awkward. It's between kids, and when Aang says, why would I want to kiss you? After Katara says, imagine us kissing, that would be silly. Yeah, why would I kiss you? And all of a sudden it's like, I'm offended. How dare you, Aang? How dare you?
Yes, something universal there.
There is something very universal there, and guys, we've all been there. It's fine. But let's go back to Iroh and Zuko because Iroh is having to get. Iroh's gonna die, so they take him in, and he gets some medicine, and he gets invited to dinner along with Zuko, and they go and they eat at this lovely woman's house, and she's got a daughter. And all kinds of drama happens. Iroh was looking for some tea, and he got some. That's all I can say. He is sipping that tea at this table.
We are starting to see this humanization. Well, I'll just say it anyway. The more humanization of Zuko.
Yes,
we're actually getting him to a place bit by bit of normality. He's actually getting to live in the world rather than hate on the world. He's actually becoming part of it.
I enjoyed this almost romance between these two. I thought Zuko's he's still Zuko. He's still angry.
Yeah, he's not ready for a relationship.
He's still lost. No, honey, you dodged a bullet here. Let's just say
that. It would be a toxic relationship.
It would be super toxic, especially with by the way, I'm a firebender. You're what now? I'm sorry, what? But yeah, it was a great little side plot to hear. It perfectly mirrored what was going on in the cave, and it was sad too. This is such a sad scene.
It is sad. Yeah. But beautifully done. I mean, I think there's a real it's the great episode to have episode 2. If you're going to structure a whole season, this is the time to do that story. And again, I think it's beautiful because the characters are different at the end of this episode.
They are, yes. Zuko is changed by his encounters with the normies. He's been what's the word I'm looking for? He's been brought down a peg, and now he's associating with people he considered himself better than, and he's learning from them. Zuko's character journey is amazing.
Personal skills.
Yes, he still needs a little bit of work, but yeah. Oh, let's go back to the Cave of Two Lovers because the torch is starting to run out, and Aang and Katara are about to be in the darkness, and right before the darkness comes and takes them, they get closer and closer, and we think, they're gonna do it. They're gonna kiss. They're gonna kiss. Nope. Look at this. Bioluminescence in the ceiling. That'll lead us out. Also, live action series, screw you.
Yeah.
Screw you. Oh, look. It's glowing. That'll lead us out. Nope. It was just a shout out to the animated series. We don't care about any of this nonsense.
No. And with this, as I said previously, the path is the way of love, isn't it? The love is the path.
Yes.
And even though they don't kiss, emotionally in that moment, it's love.
Yes, it was.
That's why it stood. So they still did it with the power of love. They didn't have to actually kiss to do it. It was basically the love they had between them.
Yes, which I guess looking back at the live action series, I guess it was good that there was no kiss because it was just Sokka and Katara because we didn't care about this story at all.
No, not at all.
But speaking of Sokka, he finds some love too because he encounters a badger mole. Badger moles are the first earthbenders, and they lead him and the dirty hippies to safety because he's about to
that image,
he's about to murder all of them. So
I blame him.
Let's just skip to the end because we're there. Everybody exits, and Aang and Katara exit, and then shortly thereafter, Sokka and the dirty hippies exit. And one of my favorite gags in the whole episode was Sokka, what's that red mark on your forehead?
Yeah.
And it's just from him face palming every time the hippie said something like, dude, don't say anything, but I think that kid might be the Avatar. Yeah. What if the hippies would have sobered up while they were in the caves? Would they have been like the Mansons? I'm just wondering.
Oh, do you think they would have gone dark? Yeah.
Oh, that would have gone dark. It's like the hippies come out, but Sokka doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like, where's our brother? He has joined the underworld. He's lit at the bottom.
Human flesh.
The Badgermoles feast on his souls.
Human flesh.
We've made a book out of his skin. We call it the Necronomicon. Don't read it.
Imagine that tied in. That would be
look, amazing. Zuko. We found a book. Maybe there's tea recipes on the inside.
Now, this episode would have been great, but they took it to the next level with the final moment, I thought.
They did, because they reach Omashu and... Oh, no.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, 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 indeed. Omashu has been captured by the Fire Nation. Cut to credits.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
And then lead to the title of the next episode, Return to Omashu.
Yes, Return to Omashu. What has become of King Bumi? A much better character than he was in the live-action version, that's for sure.
Well, in this version, animated version, he isn't 25 playing a 65-year-old.
No, he's just a crazy old man, and I love him. I love the man. So,
wonderful. Great episode.
I was going to say, Avatar noob, what were your impressions? And so you're pretty much giving it. Anyway, so...
look, I've been commenting along the way, Jason, as I normally do. What more can I say to tie it up? It's just this show. I don't know if I'm building in bias because I do love the show so much. But I'm intrigued. I'm not at the point where I feel like I know what's going to happen with the show. And that's always a great sign. If I can't really predict where it's going to go, then they're doing something right. It's captivating. It's great. I watch these twice a week, because I would even if we were not doing this podcast, because I think you have to watch them twice because there's a lot of little subtleties in this show that you may not pick up on, and it's just great. But I really am excited to see the journey of Uncle Iroh and Zuko this season.
It's a great journey.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. So because the shackles are off. For them.
Yes, they are. So that does it for us here on Breaking Wind, the Last Airbender podcast. If you would, please like, subscribe, comment, and click that notification icon because the YouTube algorithm apparently likes it. But then again, who knows? The algorithm is weird. But you know what you can do to help us is go to the video description below and click on the link to join us on Patreon. You can join for as little as $5 a month, and you get all kinds of cool little perks, and we would love it if you would support us. So be sure to join us next time, my friends, Hotman and Air Acolytes, as we journey into the next episode, Return to Omashu, on Breaking Wind, a Last Airbender podcast. Secret tunnel, secret tunnel.
I thought this was
Dirty
Flashlight.
hippies in the secret tunnel. Soccer face palms in the secret tunnel. I don't know the words to the secret tunnel.